Victor Daniels. In the news, the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, has arrived in the United States of America to participate at the African Development Bank AFDB World Food Prize facilitated Norman Borlaug International Dialogue slated for IOWA. The Senior Special Assistant to the President, Media and Communication Office of the Vice President, Stanley Wokocha, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday in Abuja. He explained that as the special guest, Shettima would deliver a keynote address at the event, which would commence on October the 24th. Wokocha said that the Vice President would use the platform to speak on the potentialities and endowments of Nigeria's agricultural sector. He also said that Shettima would investors and push for commitment in achieving President Bola Tinubu's mandate and programs for Nigeria's agro-food sector. The Independent National Electoral Commission has warned political parties to desist from spreading fake news and ahead of the November 11th, the Bayelsa, Kogi and Imo governorship election. The Chief Press Secretary to the INEC Chairman, Rotimi Oyekomi, gave this warning in a statement in Abuja. And this came following a statement by the Social Democratic Party that INEC was configuring by model voters accreditation system machines at the Government House, Lokoja, to manipulate the state governorship election. INEC said the statement alleged that 3 staff of INEC are right now maliciously reconfiguring the Beavers machine in the Government House, Lokoja, with the intention of manipulating the November 11th governorship election in a part of the state in favor of a candidate. He, however, said that configuration of beavers was done simultaneously and exclusively in INEC offices in Bayelsa, Imo and Kogi by teams deployed from national headquarters, Abuja. Meanwhile, ahead of the 2023 November off-cycle election in Kogi State, a group otherwise known as the Kogi East Patriotic Association, KOIPA, has called on the Nigerian police to swiftly arrest all individuals and politicians perpetrating violence against Kogitais and security agents in the state. The convener, Abdul Kadir Ojungwa, while addressing journalists in Abuja, condemned the recent attack in Kogi State, whereby a senior police officer was almost lynched allegedly by the thugs of the governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party SDP in Kogi State. The group lamented that violence is taking center stage as the state continues to prepare for elections, adding that politicians that perpetrate these acts of violence are still parading the state without being arrested to answer for their atrocities. He urged that the Nigerian police had invented Murtala Ajaka and his cohorts over cases of violence during campaigns in the state, but he ignored invitations and continued perpetrating evil in the state.
As bona fide citizen of Kogi State, and especially those from Kogi East, it is our desire to see a peaceful and credible election in our their state. We have been monitoring the development in the state since the beginning of the campaign for the governorship election, and the trend of campaign of ethnic diversion and violence that had escaped our attention. Our sense of urgency in arranging this emergency press conference was further heightened.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) says its operative have arrested the 40-year-old businessman Sheriff Egbo at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. Now, NDLA spokesperson Femi Babafemi, in a statement on Sunday, said a body scanner revealed that Igbo had wraps of illicit drugs in his stomach. He stated that the suspect was nabbed on October the 14th while attempting to board an air flight to Paris, France, after the anti-narcotics agents discovered he ingested illicit drugs. The NDLA spokesman said he was subsequently placed under observation at the agency's exhibit recovery room, where he excreted 93 pellets of heroin weighing 2.222 kilograms. In his statement, the suspect claimed he works at a chicken hatchery farm in Madrid, Spain, and also in the drug trafficking business. A Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has asked the Federal High Court in Lagos to stop the House of Representatives from procuring and taking delivery of 57.6 billion naira, 360 sport utility vehicles (SUVs) for its members, pending the hearing and determination of the application for injunction filed by the organization. SERAP's application for interim and interlocutory injunction followed reports that the lawmakers are set to procure procure and take delivery of 57.6 billion SUVs. According to reports, each of the SUVs would cost the taxpayers at least 160 million naira. In the letter dated the 21st of October 2023 and signed by the SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization also urged the president to put pressure on the leadership of the Senate and stop members from taking delivery of planned procurement of bulletproof SUVs, pending the hearing and determination of the application of interim injunction filed before the Federal High Court. An application, SERAP is seeking an order to the National Assembly from procuring, taking delivery and distributing the SUVs to their members pending the hearing and determination of the notion on notice on order of the interlocutory injunctions filed simultaneously in the suit. A civil society group has called on the Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to reopen the sealed markets as well as inclusive stakeholders forum on street trading and market operations in the state. The president of Center for Human and Socio-Economic Rights, CHSR, Alex Omotehinse, made the call while briefing the newsmen in Lagos, where he said that such strategy would alleviate anguish of traders and residents in the state. He, however, said deployment of advocacy and sensitization mechanism to address challenges faced by marketsmen and women is better rather than banning and closure of markets. Omotehinse recommended the review of the PSP operation policy, reconsideration of unleashing harsh measures, but rather empower less privileged in the society, democratic management of markets and traders association through elected representatives, amongst others, were the areas of demand from the Lagos State government.
Demand to Lagos State government and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on the way forward. 1. An inclusive stakeholder forum on street trading and market operation in Lagos State. Reopen of all markets presently sealed by the Lagos State government to alleviate the anguish of traders and Lagos residents. Deploying intelligence mechanism for crime prevention by strengthening the police to arrest and prosecute offenders. We demand for the deployment of advocacy and sensitization mechanism to address challenges rather than banning and closure of markets.
Each evening, if you get to Ilepo around 10 p.m., you will see Loma truck packing the waste. Yes, I'm a living witness. I do go to Ilepo by night to buy goods. 10 p.m. in the night, Loma trucks will be there packing the decks. This is over a week. Ilepo market has been under lock and key. And to add to it, the car officials are not helping. They will carry the goods away. If you want to collect the goods, you have to pay for it.
See, I just want to plead with them because they have the power now for the next 4 years. I want to plead with the government to please put other measures in place to punish markets that are dirty, not by closing it up. There are other measures they can put in place instead of sealing up the market, depriving people to survive.
You have such crisis. In the process of solving the problem, you shouldn't create another problem. You don't take decision without even consulting the people. Fashola, as strict as Fashola was, Fashola must consult the society before taking any action. You see, in Lepo market as it were.
In the meantime, a group under the auspices of the veteran activists has called on the Lagos State government to enforce a ban on street trading in the state. The spokesperson of the group, Declan Ihekaire, whilst addressing journalists in Ikeja, Lagos, said the move is crucial in maintaining law and order in the state. He said that the appeal comes in response to the government's decision on September the 29th, 2023, to impose a total prohibition on street trading, hawking, and to shut down certain markets. He added that the move aims to protect the lives and properties of citizens, citing incidents of criminals posing as hawkers causing harm and disruption, including robberies and traffic congestions.
The Lagos State government's announcement of the total ban on street trading through hawking and closures of markets on September 29, 2023 is a welcome decision and a good step in the right direction, considering the flagrant disobedience and arbitrary violation of the Lagos State street trading and illegal markets law of 2023. It is public knowledge that the Lagos State government decision to enforce the ban on street trading / hawking is to curb the activities of criminals who, under the guise of street trading, unleash mayhem on unsuspecting innocent people.
Beyond the environmental pollution and insanity, it is also a major security issue for us as Lagosians, and that is why Lagos government must take this seriously and ensure that the issue of environmental, sanitation is seen beyond getting Lagos to be clean, but also about the security of lives and properties of Lagosians.
We really condemn those people who are saying that government should not implement this policy, and we need to challenge the members of House of Assembly in Lagos State that there should be a law.
This business of maintaining law and order also have to go with huge investments, and I mean it, huge investments in advocacy. There are many parents who don't know the implication of encouraging their children.
To other report, in order to be alive to their professional duties, the Lagos State chapter of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers has organized its 2023 annual Walk for Fitness. The Walk for Fitness, led by the state chairman of the institution, Olugbenga Ishmael, kicked off at the State Secretariat of the Estate Surveyors and Valuers in Alausa, Ikeja, passed through Allen Junction, Okbebi, and back to the starting point. The Walk for Fitness was aimed at improving members' health and mental fitness. He said that the fitness served as a reminder to its members and the public on the need to exercise regularly to stay healthy and fit for work.
Health is wealth, and it's fitness exercise to make sure that we are conversant with the needs of keeping healthy. It's not all work all the time, but when we work, to make sure that our health is wealth, and it's fitness exercise to make sure that we are conversant with the needs of keeping healthy. It's not all work all the time, but when we work, to make sure that our health is a priority, then we are in the best position to serve the public and the community.
It's mainly for advocacy and for our members to keep fit. It's a program, it's a yearly program of the Welfare Subcommittee with the branch, the Lagos State branch. So all our members come out, we walk, like we took our walk for almost 8.5 kilometers. and then we come back, we do dance aerobic. We shared our flyers just to know, for people to know what we are, who we are, and what we do.
Experience about today's program is for you to keep fit in your health, because we believe that health is wealth, and when you get to some certain age in life, like from age 40 above, you don't need to joke with your health. You need to check your sugar level. Then you need to always be conversing.
The landlords of Agric Ikorodu West are calling on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration to come to the rescue, as they were issued a 7-day notice on Monday to vacate their buildings. At a protest to the Lagos State Governor's office, Alausa Ikeja, the protesters alleged that their houses were marked without prior information or issuance of any notice. The coordinator, Mustafa Abdul-Ganiyu, explained that the Akinwumi Amboday's administration met with them in 2018, showing the road construction plans, which involved the demolition of parts of their houses with the promise of compensation, but nothing was given to them. But were surprised at the Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration wants to again demolish their re-erected and reconstructed buildings after near completion of the Agric Ishawo Express Road.
We want government to follow the plan in 2018 that they are follow now till the way they stop the road now. It's almost complete. That plan, we want government to follow the plan in 2018 that they are follow now till the way they stop the road now. It's almost complete. That plan, they should complete it and leave our road, our house not to demolish. The plan they show to us when they come in 2018, they interact with us. That plan doesn't. After they have demolished the first house, this one, it will not affect us. They should follow the original plan. They should not change the plan. We want government to complete the road with the old plan.
In 2018, we were during the Ambode region, so they come demolish from the Ishawo Road down to the Agric bus stop. So they said they want to do road 4-lane. They later they demolish wide places. We are witness of this. Then later they come do 2-lane. This is not from under the government construction. This is a one-person opinion that he wanted to demolish Agric and process everything. So that's why we are here to tell someone who should save us, should save our land, please, and please, we are begging him that they should check under who is willing to do this.
The Chief Economist, Development Bank of Nigeria, Prof. Joseph Nnanna, says the solid mineral sector has the potential to emerge as a significant contributor to diversify the Nigerian economy and help it to move away from its reliance on oil and gas. Prof. Nnanna expressed his optimism while speaking on Saturday at the 2023 Chartered Institution of Bankers of Nigeria (CIBN) Fellowship Investiture themed Harnessing Nigerians' Economic Potential for Growth and Development Strategic Imperatives. The economist explained that the sector is expected to act as a catalyst for Nigerian economic growth and facilitate inclusive development in the forthcoming decades. He said Nigeria must expedite its efforts to diversify its economy away from crude oil, and there are several avenues available for Nigeria to achieve this goal. On his part, the president of CIBN, Dr. Ken Okpara, noted that despite that Nigeria has abundant human and natural resources and possesses incredible economic potentials, unlocking these potentials requires strategic imperatives that go beyond mere recognition. It demands deliberate action and innovative thinking.
These strategic imperatives are not standalone solutions and would need to be complemented with addressing policy implementation, resource allocation, corruption, and of course, good, strong leadership. These strategic strategic imperatives are not standalone solutions and would need to be complemented with addressing policy implementation, resource allocation, corruption, and of course, good, strong leadership. In doing so, Nigeria can move beyond the constraints of its past, harness the strengths of its resources, and emerge as a beacon of inclusive growth and development on the continent of Africa.
Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria is also partnering with Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PASS, in the area of ensuring a common platform for payment among African countries. You will agree with me that that is a very important platform that will facilitate trade among African countries. So these are key areas providing capacity, certification among that area. So that's very key. And Chartered Institute of Bankers and the entire banking community is well positioned to take advantage of that.
Nigerian banks are in the forefront of the initiatives for intra-African trade in African Continental Free Trade Area because we have the strength, we have the breadth. Now, UBA, for example, is a Nigerian bank with presence in 20 African countries. And that alone will facilitate intra-African trade among those countries where we are present. So Nigerian banks are in the forefront of the initiatives of AFTA for economic integration of our continent.
Banking industry has a very, very important role to play in terms of mobilizing resources from within Nigeria and also attracting resources from outside Nigeria. So that's why we all have to ensure that we ensure the stability of the banking industry, have a lot of confidence, because confidence is important. To mobilize resources. Nobody will part with their savings, right, to an institution or an industry that they don't have confidence in.
And that's it from the local scene. We now take a short break. When we come back, we'll take some stories from the foreign scenes.
Deadly syndicate. An overdue vengeance. A sacrifice of blood. A coveted crown. Self-proclaimed king.
Israel's military has vowed to intensify the airstrikes in Gaza and has warned Palestinians still in the north of the territory to flee south. A military spokesman said this would allow Israel to minimize the risk to their forces in the next stage of the war. Meanwhile, Hamas says 55 people were killed in air raids on Gaza overnight. Separately, the Israeli military says it struck a Hamas cell sheltering in a mosque in the occupied West Bank. Meanwhile, Israel launched an airstrike on a mosque in the occupied West Bank, with Palestinian officials reporting that at least 2 people were killed in the attack and 3 others were injured. The Israel's military said the strike on the Al-Aqsa Mosque early on Sunday killed several members of Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad who had been using the building as a command center. Israel military officials said the terror operatives were organizing an imminent attack and had been involved in several attacks in recent months. Footage on social media appeared to show heavy damage to the mosque located in Jenin refugee camp and medics rushing to the scenes. Ukraine is entertaining fears of drone shortages due to China restriction in the wake of the drone's profound effect of the war in Ukraine. used in great quantities by both sides. There are indications of a reduction in the number of Chinese drones and parts available to both Ukraine and Russia. According to Royal United Service Institute, RUSI, a London-based think tank, Ukraine is losing about 10,000 drones a month. Numerous volunteer groups have been instrumental in using donated funds to help the Ukrainian army restock its supplies. We'll now take a short break. When we come back, we'll take some story in sport.
It's the Premier League all on DSTV. All the goals, all the clashes, all the moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka. All in the language of your choice. All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from. To watch on all these devices. Stay connected for all the action. Get DSTV with an HD decoder. Plus dish plus 1 month confirmed for 18,500 Naira. It's the Premier League. All on DSTV.
Welcome back in sport. Jose Mourinho was sent off as Roma and the last Gaps 1-0 victory over Monza to move up to the 6th in the Serie A, following a 90-minute winner by Stefan El Shaarawy at the Stadio Olimpico after Romelu Lukaku and Sada Azmoun both hit the post for the host. Monza were forced to play more than 50 minutes with 10 men after Danilo de Ambrosius' first half dismissal. Mourinho was then given a red card deep into injury time after making crying gestures towards the opposition bench. Victory saw Roma end Moses' 5-match unbeaten streak to move within 3 points of leaders Napoli. And finally, in athletics, Kenya double Olympic gold marathon winner Eliud Kipchoge says he wants to make history by winning his 3rd gold medal in the discipline at Paris 2024. If Kipchoge takes gold in Paris, he will become the first athlete to win 3 Olympic marathon golds following his success at Rio in 2016 and Tokyo in 2021. The 38-year-old added that he was not surprised by compatriot Calvin Kipton breaking his world record with a time of 2 hours 35 seconds at the Chicago Marathon on 8th of October. And that's it on tonight's news in prime time. I am Victor Daniels. Good night.